stand at a remarkable time in our history. It is now possible for people from around the world to share ideas, work, and dream together on a scale we had never imagined before. This is made possible by the rapid spread of information and communication technologies. We are the real actors of this new world.
It can be imagined at its best.
Seveda je kot računalnik, močnejši od vsakega krajevega nasilnega računalnika, in bo pomagal v kombinaciji z zavestjo, s temi vibracijami, nam širiti oziroma se spominjati na ta znanja, nacije.
World leaders are setting the development priorities for the next generation. Our generation, Beyond 2015, is a UN-promoted platform where we can make our voice heard. Wow. This is our chance to share how we're changing our world through the use of technology and send a message.
Achtung Bürger dieser Welt, bitte schenken Sie uns kurz Ihre Aufmerksamkeit, in der Hoffnung Sie beachten unsere Warnung. Ihr Medium der Kommunikation, den Sie alle so lieb lieben, werden vernichtet. Wenn Sie ein Hacker-Aktivist sind oder nur ein Kerl, der einfach das Recht auf Freiheit...
Je pa ena varianta, če umrete, greste na izvorni planet in se odločite, da bi šli na štiri vibracije, tam, si boste formirala imič zadnjega telesa, recimo, in se boste pojavila v svoji družbi kot taka, kot ste. In v svoji družbi tako je tam. Češ, koga je snaj se božo ste bili? Lahko tako pomagati, samo tak pot je pač treba počakati, ko boš 15. Za dušo tak ni časa, to je trening. Tako zvati, eno leto bo ko 1 minuta. To je... Da bo meni postavlja, vprašam.
Je dosti pričakovanja te spremembe.
Ker sistem je prišel, da telefona nima več
kam. Ja. Dovolj nam je starega.
Ja, nima več kam, nima rešitve. Nima rešitve za sanacije.
Ja.
Preprosto ne obstaja.
Najboljša hrana ti treba se zgodiš, da vidiš. Da vidiš, da ne radi vsak dan.
And came back to reality in my own pace. Right after the experience, I knew that I had only touched my anger issues. I knew I needed to face them once again, and it made me feel bad. I stood beside me, totally wound up inside with my whole body trembling. For me, this breathwork had been the most extreme so far, because my anger was a very deep emotion which had challenged me not only mentally but physically very much throughout the experience. But to my surprise again, I woke up refreshed the next morning with my anger subsided. I was ready to do more work.
So, what are you waiting for? Share your vision of the world you want. The world we want. The world we want. The world you want. The world we want.
Edge of chaos. No one is in control, and no one fully understands or can fully design these open systems. Next, connectivity and networks.
It began with the tHE again. I felt that I couldn't move at all. I started having visions of jaws with long needle-like teeth snatching wildly at me. They had no faces, just the matriarch oven surrounded by high, bright yellow flames. I was burning in hell. Because I was so helpless, I noticed a strong emotion coming up.
More than a billion connected, inspired youth. Our generation is not limited by the barriers of the past, by distance or borders. We are the leaders of today, now. You're probably asking yourself, how? At the United Nations in New York, world leaders are setting the development priorities for the next generation. Our
healthcare systems, electrical power grids, financial portfolios,
Das Ändern der Privatsphäre-Einstellungen.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it.
If the United States Air Force did recover alien bodies, they didn't tell me about it either, and I want to know.
Is it possible for the military to keep secrets about UFOs from the president?
There's always things like that going on. Flying saucers, and they've had other things, you know.
What does the Commander-in-Chief really know about extraterrestrials?
We were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
How many times has the United States defended itself from UFOs? Since World War II, every chief executive has tackled the national security threat posed by unidentified flying objects. Discover the evidence behind these presidential predicaments as we open the UFO files on UFOs and the White House. It's the early morning hours of February 25th, 1942, just 2 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor.
It's fun to look at yourself as other people do. How's your sense of humor? There's a rumor, laughter's on its way. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Yes, with Game Boy Camera, you can turn photography into photography.
Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Excuse me, you're in my seat.
I don't think so.
Nintendo 3DS, rated everyone, 10 and up. Hey!
When we released Nintendo 3DS, people bitched about how the 3D option hurt their eyes, so we created the Nintendo 2DS. A new system downgraded so far, it doesn't even have the ability to close. We thought having to close a DS took too much physical strength and energy from a Nintendo user, so we decided to downgrade it to the 90s handheld design style. You can play the same exact 3DS games and 2,000 out of 50,000 DS games. We're not going to tell you which ones though. Here's an Amish couple who had no idea what Nintendo was until we showed them a 2DS. They think this is the best thing they ever saw, so their expressions are real. Look at my son playing that downgraded piece of shit I bought him, thinking it's the best thing Nintendo ever created. I got myself a 3DS XL.
What a sucker.
Now we provided a case for you to use so your stupid ass won't drop it and break the screen. We could have prevented that from happening by making it able to close, but fuck that.